Hey, what's up, yo? It's Noki2 here with another comic haul. Hope everybody is starting off a good year. The world is insane. I'm doing this video on November the 6th, and no matter what your political stance is, the events in DC today is just out of control. Things happened across the country and Washington D.C. and in Pennsylvania General Assembly today that was just disgraceful. Um, but you know, when the world goes crazy, I read comics. So first, as always, I want to start off by thanking everyone who has taken their time to watch my videos and leave a comment. I appreciate it. I am going to start off by an eBay purchase since because of the pandemic, I haven't been going out as much, mainly because I've been having to work more. You know, I am in healthcare, and like a lot of rural areas, the reports are true. There is a lot of COVID, and a lot of people are dying. So this is a book I bought on eBay. Price was $40, and delivered, I think it was like $51, which is an incredible deal for. You know, it wasn't really high on my list to get. It is an Adam Hughes cover, which I like. Probably about 2 years ago, a 9.8 was selling for $200. I remember, for those of you that have seen Master X or Master Splinter X or whatever his name was, when he used to do videos, he had posted one that he had bought for $200, graded at 9.8. I don't even know what the ratio is. I think it's a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100 store exclusive. And when I saw it for $40, I'm like, you know, to encase it in a CGC is probably $35. You know, shipping is shipping, and then, you know, for 9.8, I figured, hey, that's not a bad price. So I went ahead and picked it because it was from my favorite artist. Another eBay purchase I got this right here, which is the Adam Hughes variant fold over cover, right? I can't remember when this came out, maybe early 2000s, 2007 or something like that. And this used to be a pretty pricey book. Now, and I did pay delivered $93, which I thought was a fair price for this fold over cover. I did actually order buy the full frontal cover in one page, which I'll show them together when I finally get it. It's if you've been buying anything on eBay lately, you know that, or actually anything online, the postage delivery is extremely slow. I have several books that I've purchased on eBay that still have not arrived here, and it's been literally over 31 days. So we're tracking. I am communicating with the seller. They're trying to figure out where it is. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to show some more Adam Hughes covers. I got this at a sale for a quarter, X-Men Classic, number 78. It's in probably near mint minus condition, maybe probably very fine. There's a little bit of smudging on it, on a corner, and a few spine ticks right there, but it's not. I gotta look and see if I have that already. I may have that already in higher grade. If I don't, then I will put it in Mylar. If I do, I'll probably still put it in Mylar, or maybe sell it one day. We'll see. This came out. I did pay cover price for Hellboy, the Seven Wives Club, Adam Hughes. Now I will say that in the past I haven't really thought Adam Hughes interiors were as good as some of the other artists that do interiors. He's more of a cover artist, in my opinion, but I did like the interiors for the Hellboy. And then I got the black and white variant. They were both cover price. Found all these books here for $1. I did not have. Superman Returns prequel, number 1, number 2, and then number 3. I paid $1 a piece. They don't really go for much, and I think mainly because even though he did the cover, I don't think there's really anything special about what he's known for. I mean, Superman's okay, but it's not his usual highlighting of his artwork. Picked this up for cover price. This was one of the road trip out of town purchases. Second, Strange Academy number 2, 4th printing. Now, the next few books I'm going to show are Walmart 3-packs that I got. And I've been looking for this book at Walmart for quite a while and never could find it. And then actually yesterday, I was in a small town and they had a Walmart, and I stopped there to pick up some shampoo for my niece that's staying with me for the past few months, and she needed some shampoo, and it was on the way home, so I stopped in there, and I was like, you know what, let me go into where they sell comics, and sure enough, I was able to find Strange Academy number 1 tri-pack, the Walmart exclusive variant with the blue logo. And at first I wasn't going to open it, but I looked on a website that kind of lists what might be in what the website says are in these 3-packs. And you could see the edge of the other 2 books in this 3-pack. And the books that he said were supposed to be in there did not look like the spines of the books that were actually in there. So I decided to open it up. Now, this Strange Academy number 1 goes for about $20. So it was definitely worth the $9 that I paid for 3-pack. But this was in here, which is Chris Anka, a 1 in 25 variant for Rogue One Star Wars Story number 2, which goes for $25. And then another copy that I did not have, which I was really stoked about, was Peter Porker, The Spectacular Spider-Ham, number 1, 2nd printing, which I think is a pretty awesome cover. They had a lot of awesome covers for Peter Porker number 1, but I did not have that, and I'm glad to have gotten that. A few days prior, I had found this comic, Walmart exclusive, Spider-Verse number 1. Has a little bit of heat on it. It's probably about a $10 to $12 book, and it's because it's the first appearance of this Spider-Zero, which I could care less. But I did find it, and same thing. I looked on a website that said that these books should be in this pack, and I could tell on the spine that that's not what was in there. Just because the color of the spine of these next books were like this was an orange color, and the tri-pack, they showed online that it was like a bluish color spine or clear, and so I decided, I'd open that up also. And so I found this Prisoner X number 1, which I knew nothing about this book, but it is a secret variant that was not these secret variants I'm finding everywhere now. That goes for about, there's not really a whole lot of listings. I think it's probably about a $10 book. The only listing I could find on it was $10. There was some for sale that sold for, $7-8. It's a $3.99 cover price. To be honest, I didn't even know what this limited series was. And then another book I didn't really care about, but it is a 2nd printing of Atlantis Attacks number 1, which again was kind of cool to get books that I didn't have already. Now I did go out of town. Today is Wednesday, New Comic Day, and I did go out of town on Monday because my wife was she's been binging on a lot of Korean movies and Korean shows on Netflix and Amazon, and I can't remember what this other Asian website she's been watching. And they're drinking a lot of soju on it, so she wanted me to go to get some soju, and there is no Asian market in my town anymore. The one Asian market that we had shut down. The owner got sick, and so now I have to drive about an hour to go to the closest Korean market. And I had to get some Korean supplies and some food supplies, and so I went out there to get the soju, picked up a few other things, and on the way back I went to a LCS there that I'd been to probably about 8-9 years ago and hadn't been back because it wasn't really that big. It was a very small store, and they didn't have a lot of back issues. I mean, they had scattered amounts. They had a few toys, Marvel Legends, but it wasn't a very big store. But because it literally was on the way home, I decided to stop in. And they had totally moved. They had tripled the inventory. They had tons of books. They had tons of wall books. They had a whole box of graded CGC books, which they had a decent selection. There wasn't. There were easily 100 plus, CGC graded books. So I just kind of went through to see what they had. I didn't have a lot of time. It was getting late. I had to get back home. But I went through their dollar bin. And as I said before, anytime I see God of Thunder for $1 or cheap cover price, I'll buy it regardless of the issue. So I found Thor God of Thunder number 13. I actually have 2 copies of that laying around here somewhere. And also God of Thunder number 14. I did find this in their dollar bin, which is a pretty cool find. It is Marvel Tales Spider-Man 232 by Todd McFarlane. It's in a VF condition, and this is probably a $10 book in the dollar bin. I found a couple of others, which I am going to sell one day at a little comic show. And this is his X-Men cover, which is in pretty high grade. Well, I shouldn't say it's high grade. It's probably VF minus. A near mint copy goes for, there's auctions now that are at $5 to $6 plus postage. Definitely worth more than $1. I figure I could sell it easily at a local con for $3. And then I got Marvel Tales 238, which is only in good condition. That again, McFarlane covers. All of his McFarlane run on Marvel Tales can command a few bucks. I mean, you're talking anywhere between $5 to $15 to $20. So if you see these in dollar bins, they're definitely worth getting.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, that's my son.
Hi.
He is
9 years old.
yeah, 9 years old. If you've seen my videos before, my early ones, I started doing YouTube videos for him to kind of cultivate his enthusiasm to be a YouTuber, but that really hasn't come to fruition, and now I just do them for me. Also at this store, which was kind of funny in that they just put out a box of dollar books, and the owner as well as the people that work there are all comic people. Let's say they read comics, they know the values of comics, they sort through the collections, and they use Overstreet as a price guide unless it's a pretty hot book. Then they try to price accordingly. And the guy told me he had just put out this dollar bin, which is where I'm pulling these books out of. And, I was, and it was at the front of the store. I said, "Oh, what are these books?" And he said, "Oh, they're dollar bin." So I said, "Okay." So I went through there, and I found these two books here. Now, one is not in great shape. There's this color rub or printing error. They weren't bagged and boarded. And I got that for $1, which, if you know, this is where Jane Foster reveals she's the new Thor. Back when Thor #2 movie came out, the second movie came out. No, the third movie, Ragnarok, came out. This book was on fire. This book reached as high as $50 sold. Currently, it's a $20 book. And so I did not have a copy. And for $1, I was like, oh, yeah. And then he had 2 copies, and I bought them both. And this is in probably VF Plus, maybe near mint. There's a little fold up here that can be pressed out. And, as one of the YouTubers says, what once was hot will be hot again. And I believe when the next movie comes out, where we know Jane Foster's going to be in there as Thor, these 2 books will go on fire and they will sell again. This book easily, in the condition it's in, will sell for $20. Maybe even $20 now. And that book will sell for $5 or $10 easy. So that was a nice find for $1. I have a few others that I got for $1. Nothing to shout about. But I'll show them at some point when I bag them. Now, the other 2 finds that I found were not in a dollar bin. I just kind of thumbed through the back issues, and I looked for things that standard, where I always go and look in this section for these books, because they're usually low on the radar for people, but they do command some money. The first book, which this is probably my 5th copy, I love this cover by James Jean, Batgirl number 45. This book is in near mint. I paid $3 for it. This is probably a $20 book. There are not a lot of listings on eBay for this book still. There's some lower grades at lower prices, and then you have to pay for postage. But this book is worth easily, in my opinion, paying $5 to $6 when you see it in the wild. Definitely worth. And I became a huge fan of James Jean. If you don't know who James Jean is, he did a run on Batgirl from 41 to 58. Great covers. I've almost completed the set. I thought that I was missing this issue here, which I did pick up because I thought I was missing it, but it was not the cover. This was 57, but I have that already. I did erroneously pay $5 for that. I have multiple copies, I guess, of that for that I had gotten $1. And but that's not the issue I'm missing, so I'm gonna have to find that issue. Anytime I see his books for cheap, because usually they are, the only James Jean books that are expensive are the Umbrella Academy. He did all the first series Umbrella Academy covers. By the time I found out who James Jean was, he's a pretty renowned artist also. It was too late. Those books had gone bonkers, and I'll keep trying to find them in the wild. But he did a cover run on Fables. He did a cover run on Green Arrow. I've got all of that, and he did this cover run on Batgirl. And when I find them in the wild for cheap, I will pick them up. This was at a different sale, quarter sale, and I picked up some Batgirls for a quarter. Number 39, number 40, 41, which is his first issue in the run, which is a great cover. 42, 43, and 54. The issue that goes for a little bit more money besides 45 is 52, which has Poison Ivy on it. And then the other book that I got at this store that I hadn't visited in a while, which was amazing to find, is this variant cover by Josh Middleton, Supergirl number 50, a low printed issue. There is only one listing on eBay for this right now, and it's not. I think it's out of country, and it's like $53. I mean, this is a $50 book all day long. And his back issues, if they had a green dot on it, they were 50% off, and a red dot was 25% off. And this was $5 with a green dot, so I paid $2.50 for it, which was a great find. I've been looking for this book for some time and can never find it. Never find that. And I bet you I've been looking for that book. I've been looking for this book since Josh Middleton went on fire with Batgirl number 23. So that's, Batgirl is just finished their series at issue 50, 12 issues per issue. So that's two and a half years. 2.5 years I've been looking for this and finally found a copy. And then just some other Thors that I got for $1. I did find Thor number 7 in near mint for $1. And then a third printing of Thor number 3 that I did not have, that sold out initially when it came out, and I got that for cover price. Some other books that I got at cover price. The first appearance of Ochi of the Stone, cameo. Darth Vader number 6. I need to find the second printing. I don't know why I didn't pick that up when it came out, but I should have. I got this just because of the cover. Null number 1. It's a reprint of some of the key issues from Venom, Donny Cates' Venom run, and it was an expensive book. I think this was, what was the cover? Can I see the cover price on this? I can't see the cover price on this, but I think it was like $8 or $9. Maybe even 10. It's an expensive book, but I like the cover, so I bought that. This was another cover price, secret variant, King in Black. I had 2 more copies of Daredevil 25 for cover price. I did go online and have to buy this because I missed this on day of release. Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 21, which is the, air quotes, death of Prowler, which I think there's no way they killed Prowler. He probably went to another dimension or something. But this book is hot because of the cover. I was able to get this for $15 with delivery. Cover price of Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 13, second print, which goes for about $20. Now, and I did say something wrong on the last video about Black Panther number 8. That was some first appearance of the intergalactic empire of Wakanda, but that's not what it was. It's actually this issue, which is number 7, which is the first appearance of Zinzi, who is some kind of warlord or something, but that's her first appearance. That's about a $15 book. This is the same book with the villain, Fantastic Four villain homage that month, and this goes to cover price, but even though it's the same book. Batgirl 50, second print. I've had another copy for cover price. Let's see, what else I'm going to show you this. I love this cover by Josh Middleton on Wonder Woman 763. I bought multiple copies of this because I think this is a beautiful cover. I do buy quite a few books for cover buys. He's doing a pretty good run on Wonder Woman right now. That's the 761 cover price, and then Venom 26, fourth printing. Thought I'd show this again because I had the information wrong on the last video. This is the first appearance of Kate Bishop as Hawkeye, and this was in their mint, and then also the first appearance of Thomas, what's the dude's name? I put it on. Thomas Shepard, who is Speed in this issue. So that book is actually doing something. That's probably a $40 book right now. Then I found these, which, every time I see them, I'll buy them. I don't know why, but this is a more common issue. And that's Star Wars Episode 1 with Darth Maul photo cover. Got them both for $1 a piece. It's the first appearance of Darth Maul and Mace Windu. And they keep going up in value. The last time I showed dollar copies, they were $25 books. And now they're probably $30 to $40 books. All right, let's round the corner here and end this. I got some last few books to show. Now, I picked this up, cover price, Immortal Hulk #1, 4th printing. 5th printing of Immortal Hulk #2, which is the first appearance of Dr. Fry. Got 2 copies of that for cover price. Paid $25 for this, which is Black Widow #1, the John Tyler variant cover. Now this I did pay $1 for, and I bought this just because of the significance. Back in the 80s, DC used to send out like a newsletter that was in higher grade versus newsprint. It was actually on printed gloss paper, and that was called DC Currents. And this is the first issue. It's not in near mint just because there's some coloring changes, and I don't know what that is, marker or something at the bottom. But this is #1. Nothing significant about it. But when I read when I looked through it and looked at the titles that they were producing at that time, there is nothing in there. And I'm surprised DC survived. I mean, all those issues that were advertised in this book are, dollar bin nonsense. Flash Gordon, Superman. I mean, there was nothing in there good. Then I got all these were dollars, which I was really surprised to find. Moon Knight #1, the David Finch run, great cover. I found #2 for $1. #3, got multiple copies of that for $1. #4, #5. These are all great David Finch covers. #6. #7 with Spider-Man. Got multiple copies of that. #8. #9. And _10. Which was a great run. I don't think the issue... I can't recall how far this series went. But great artwork. I got this for $1, which is the Adam Hughes variant cover for Uncanny X-Men #600. Got another copy of the glow-in-the-dark Ghost Rider #15. Another copy of an Adam Hughes DC Comics Presents of Superman. Arthur Adams connecting cover, Fantastic Four #2. What else do I want to show? Cover price, Spider-Man #1 variant cover. #13, Miles Morales #13, which is the first appearance of Billy Morales, which actually should have went with the second print that I showed. This goes for about probably $10. The second printing goes for some money now. Let me see if I have it up here. Did I take that down already? Yeah, I took it down already. But that book goes for... This book goes for about $20, $20 to $25. So, second prints are on fire. All-Star Squadron #1. This is in high grade, which is why I bought it. Highly printed book for DC at that time for $1. This was in high grade, so I bought that, which is funny. Me and my son have been watching The Muppets on Netflix.
That?
And
Oh, that.
and
Muppets.
the Muppets Will Come to Marvel, Marvel Age number 17. I got that for $1. That's in near mint condition. And then I got Doctor Strange number 2. That doesn't go for anything, but it was kind of a cool cover, so I bought that. I'm gonna leave you with 3 last books. Wonder Woman 21 for $0.25. Savage She-Dragon number 31. I got that for $1, and this book goes for probably $20. And I bought this for cover only. Brian Boland, Batman Gotham Knights number 40. And I bought that for the cover only. So there you have it. That's my latest haul. I hope everybody's being safe in this crazy 2021 already. Everybody be safe and peace out.
Bye.
Say bye, Max, again.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.